What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware. So any topics, email them to me at tishathediva@gmail.com. What's up, y'all? Y'all already know what time it is. This is for my ladies. Hi, you all. I am your host, Tisha the Diva, and you have just tuned in to This is for my ladies, Season 4, Episode 67, all right? So if you're not already subscribed to This is for my ladies, make sure after this episode, you take the time to subscribe to This is for my ladies. And I am now on 12 podcast platforms. So wherever you listen to your podcast, just search This is for my ladies or Tisha the Diva, and there I shall be, okay? You can also become a supporter of this podcast just by clicking the link. You know, you can go click the link in my bio, go to my link tree, and just hit listen to this podcast. And there's going to be a link that says support this podcast. You can support this podcast for just $9.99 a month. I keep telling y'all are some big baller shot callers. So just give it to me, okay? So, but anyway, you all, over the weekend, I did a little shoot with Poolside Cooking. They air on Sky 4 TV every Saturday at 11 a.m. The host is Crystal Marie. On Instagram is Main Fuse, and Mr. Clarence with, I believe it's like Creative System Security or something like that. So they have Poolside Cooking, and they asked me to come up there to be a little guest, talk about my podcast, talk about my little traffic light that well, it ain't little. Let me stop being modest and humble, because that was huge. I don't know if you know Mr. Brix, but I got a traffic light installed in Norfolk after a 12-year-old boy was hit and killed.
Wow,
okay?
That's dope.
Yes, thank you.
That's dope.
So you all, last week I talked about check yourself before you wreck yourself. I literally had to check myself because I did wreck myself over the weekend. I'm not even about to tell y'all what I did, but I just might. But I don't really want to get into my business. But and y'all know I normally tell my business. But I'm going to just leave that, between me and that person. But anyway, you all, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Make sure you check in with yourself. Make sure you are self-aware. You're not self-sabotaging yourself, that you're not speaking against yourself, okay? You got to make sure that you speak life into yourself, speak life into your situations, all right? Mm-hmm. So you just want to make sure that before you say things, which again, sometimes, y'all know I'm a Cancer, I'm a little emotional. Sometimes I act off emotions and not logic, and I will say something that I kind of have to take back a little bit, but y'all know sometimes I be like, it is what it is, and I had to learn how to be expressive versus explosive. Y'all know I done told y'all how I used to be a little hothead back in the day, busting windows out, not even out the car, out the bedroom window, because so anyway, expressive versus explosive, all right? So we just want to make sure we get that together and check yourself before you wreck yourself. So speaking of check yourself before you wreck yourself, we had somebody to check himself before he wrecked himself and lost 150 pounds, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we have Fat Brix, a.k.a. Brick Fits. We had to bring, okay, listen. So you are probably maybe like the fourth male that we have brought on This is for my ladies. This is for my ladies is for women of color.
Okay.
It pretty much basically talks about, like in the intro, it says, I talk about my life dreams and goals as well as those of other women. That's unfiltered, untamed. Is to motivate women. Yes, it's for, like I say, the 4 E's: to empower, encourage, enlighten, and entertain. So it's just literally a place to come talk about, girl shit.
Okay.
And I told my grandma that I would try not to do a little cussing, but this is a disclaimer. We might say a little cuss words up here, okay? So if you got a sensitive ear, you might want to leave right now, okay? Because we got Brix in here. He from New York, and we already know their mouth's filthy.
Potty mouth.
Okay? But anyway,
Potty mouth.
I want to introduce my guest. So just a little kind of backtrack. So Lauren, Good Girl Chronicles, y'all know she was a special guest just a couple of months ago, probably like earlier in the year, like January, probably at the height of the new year. And she pretty much said that she is working with a client now. Did I have any males? And I'm like, yeah, let's bring the males on because we know how you ladies love the energy. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, we just wanted to bring another male on. We just recently celebrated Father's Day. You're a father. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
I wanted to do a whole episode dedicated to fathers, but I couldn't get everybody all together in one room. But thank you for coming through.
I'm honored.
All right. So, Brix.
Brix, yes.
Brix. But you're from
Brooklyn.
Okay, BK.
You already know.
All right, I love Brooklyn. But anyway, so we have Brix Fitness. You are a fitness entrepreneur.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct? So
yes.
How long have you been into fitness? Or just give it like a little background, who you are, how you got started.
Okay, so you mentioned I lost 150 pounds. That happened 2013.
Okay.
I started my fitness business in 2015. So I've been in business for 5 years now. Mm-hmm. And I'm a full-time content creator. I have a coaching business. I have a few different things going on, but fitness is my thing.
Fitness is your thing. Okay. So you lost 150 pounds. Where were you when you just finally decided, like, you know what? I don't want to be Fat Brix no more because you talking third person. Fat Brix is your alter. Y'all, he a Virgo.
Yeah,
so let's get into, because y'all know Virgos always got to have a little alter ego and all that stuff. They just be trying to dress up all those insecurities that they really have on the inside. So Fat Brix. Let's talk about it. So you used to be 150,
pounds heavier. So I was 360 pounds.
Yes,
ma'am.
So you lost 150 pounds.
Yep.
Where were you? Like, where was your mind? And you just like, this is enough. I don't want to be fat no more.
Yeah, I had hit a breaking point because I was depressed. I had just lost my job. I had just gotten in trouble with the law. Mm-hmm. I just lost my house. I just lost my family. I was pretty much suicidal.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was in a really dark, depressed place. And I was trying to figure out where I could put my energy so that it'll fix every part of my life. Mm-hmm. So I figured, if I got my health together and I got my, my image, it would help me just get my whole entire life together. So essentially that's what happened. I decided to start taking care of myself.
Okay.
Because prior to that, I was very abusive physically to myself, mentally to myself. And I just didn't love myself.
Very hard on yourself?
Very, very. Yeah. And I'm still hard on myself, but I definitely take better care of myself now.
Okay.
And it just led to me finding my purpose in fitness, for sure. So
what does self-care looks like for you? Because some people feel that because you're a man, you can't participate in self-care.
Oh, yeah.
But self-care can be, is all around thing. So what does self-care looks like for you?
Making sure that I give myself time to meditate, to read. I go get my feet done every 2 weeks. I make sure that I'm eating healthy foods. I make sure that I'm prioritizing my workouts. Mm-hmm. I'm making sure that I'm surrounding myself with positive people who are speaking life into me and who we are feeding each other. So those are the main things that I prioritize in my life to make sure that I'm good mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Gotcha. So health and fitness is like a billion-dollar industry.
Oh, yes.
And there are a lot of people who, aren't comfortable with, their weight, probably had kids, similar story. I went through a very, very depressive state, and the only thing that I could do was work out. Mm-hmm. So I use working out as stress management for myself. And when I tell you, let me tell y'all, I was depressed as I don't know what, but I look good, okay? You ain't know that I was down in the inside, but on the outside, fat as I don't know what. I was about 24, But anyway, so with that, getting 150 pounds off of you, how did you do that? What did that look like? How did you had to transform your mind? Because it's hard. Losing weight is very hard.
So I was obsessed. I had hit a breaking point in my life where it was enough. I was tired of my current situation. I was tired of being who I was at the time, and I just wanted to be better. So it started off initially as a weight loss journey.
Okay.
But then it quickly.
Did it start with, as far as the weight loss journey, with the diet and 30 days or something
it was
like that?
it just like, a lot of people went on these crash diets, but the shift happened when I decided it was not just about weight loss. It was just about becoming a better man in general. So it became a personal development journey.
Okay.
So that's when I started reading, because prior to that, because I was a hood nigga, like goon, I didn't really read like that. So I started reading books that changed my life.
What was the book that changed your
life?
The
first book that I ever read that really changed my life was The Secret.
Okay.
Was The Secret.
Okay.
And that was the introduction to the law of attraction for me, which was a great start to the book. So, and I always tell people, like, when you're talking about the law of attraction, The Secret is just scratching the surface.
Oh, that's all it really is.
Yeah, that's all.
Because you
really
got to do so much more
it's
digging
so much,
after that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So The Secret was that book that was, it was the pivoting point for me, for sure. But yeah, so I started reading, and I started traveling.
Okay.
And it just opened my
Your
eyes
to
what, to just what is all out here in the world. And it was I don't want to use the word enlightening, but it was like an aha moment for me, right? Around that time. So
Eureka.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
And I just wanted better. I started wanting more.
Yeah.
Than I currently was experiencing in my life.
So you started in 2013. How long did it take for you to get 150 pounds off of you?
So to go from fat Brix, beer belly, fat guy to...
Dang, I wish we had some pictures to put your fat ass up there.
Yeah, no, you could not. I'll send you the pictures. Yeah, I can send you the pictures. To going, to having a 6-pack, that took 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
But I lost most of the weight the first year.
Okay.
Right. But as far as like really getting down, lean and showing abs and muscles and all that,
Gotcha.
it took 3 years.
So with the 3 years that it took, because I know a lot of people who are, overweight, they just be like, the skin. What the skin gonna do? How the skin gonna look? How is it like that? Because to me, it does look like when men start to get a little chiseled, that skin just suck on the muscles and stuff. Yeah. But women, they had a little loosey-goosey extra skin. So what's the difference?
I got some extra skin.
Okay.
In my abdomen area.
Okay.
I plan to get a surgery eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't notice it, but of course
you noticed it. Yeah.
For sure. But yeah. So
gotcha.
I definitely, because I lost 150 pounds. Like, it's almost impossible not to have loose skin somewhere. But everywhere else, it pretty much it did its thing. Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what insecurities did you feel like you faced when you were fat Brix at 150 and all that stuff?
Yeah. So
because I watched some of your vlogs, and a lot of people say fat Brix was mean. But I felt like that probably was some insecurities something.
And see, here's the thing. Like, I would mask those insecurities with this persona, right? I was doing music at the time. I don't know if Marcus remember those days, but I was doing music at the time. And, I had this tough guy image. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wasn't fake. That's who I was. But at the same time.
I mean, you from BK, y'all a little crazy. A little bit.
Just people say I was a bully. I just didn't tolerate disrespect.
Okay.
That's really I don't think I was ever a bully. That's never been my MO. But I definitely had insecurities. Fat Brix, he cared too much about what people thought about him. He was trying to impress people in order for people to like him because he didn't like parts of himself, right?
Yeah.
And then I have all these other issues from parenting. Like, me and my mom's situation is very complex. Right, so there's a lot of scars from that, right? So I got a lot of mommy issues that I was dealing with.
How is that now?
Therapy is godsend.
Okay, yeah, and we talk about therapy up here. We've had therapists, we have hypnotists come through. This is for my ladies and everything to just talk about, the importance of, therapy in the Black community. And where at some point you were against that, taking therapy or going to therapy?
It was never an option for me because I didn't have the resources. Now, I'm making a little money. I can afford to pay for therapy. But before it was never an option at all. So it wasn't that I was against it, but it was talked down about. Like, I asked my mom, like, yo, let's go to therapy. Yep. She was like, no, fuck that. I'm not. No. She's like, there's nothing wrong with me. And I'm like, okay, whatever, you know.
Got you.
So I was never against it personally. It wasn't accessible for me.
Got you.
Yeah.
But now it is.
It is, and I'm taking full advantage of it, and it's changing my life.
How long have you been going to therapy?
Almost a year.
A year? Okay.
Almost a year now.
Okay.
And
how often do you see your therapist?
Maybe twice a month.
Twice a month. Okay. All right. Because some people got to go like every week
and
all of that stuff or whatever. But that's probably some trauma.
Yeah. I mean, when I first started, I would go every week.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, I go twice a month, and I'm almost obsessed with my healing journey because it's changing the scope that I see life through.
Okay.
And I'm a person that when I understand things, it brings me more peace. It like that level of understanding helps me navigate through my emotions.
Gotcha.
Right. So just being able to identify where some of these thoughts or some of these behavior patterns, when I reflect, right, where some of this comes from, it helps me change them going forward. Right. But without that understanding, without someone to talk you through that, it's kind of hard to change what you can't see.
Okay.
So that's the biggest thing that therapy has gifted me with is the awareness of my patterns and my triggers and how my certain experiences in my life, certain traumas affected who I am in relationships, affected just me on an overall level. Yeah.
Gotcha. So speaking of relationships, we're going there.
Okay.
So what is your status currently?
I am single as a dollar bill.
Lady!
Yes, I am.
This is from a lady! Single as a dollar bill. Woo, woo!
I'm single as a dollar bill.
Okay. So are you dating?
Not really.
Not really. Why not?
I'm very focused on building my business right now.
Okay.
So, that's where my energy is. That's where my focus is.
Gotcha.
On building my business. So yeah. So I mean, if I meet someone special.
Got you. Would you be up to like maybe going on like a blind date? Because I feel like I got somebody for you. Like I got somebody for you. And she a Taurus.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like Tauruses.
Listen, she watching.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I'd be open to that.
Okay.
For sure.
I got you. So you were in 2 marriages.
Yes, I've been married twice.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
36, 2 marriages.
Yes, ma'am.
So your first marriage, your children came from.
Yes, ma'am.
Was she a black woman?
She was.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then you got a divorce after 3 years, got married again. You got married to a white girl.
I did.
What's up? I mean, fat Brix only good enough for black girls.
No,
it wasn't. Brix only good enough for white girls. What's up?
So that's not
talk about it.
Let's do it. Let's talk about
it.
Let's do it.
Let's go there.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
When I met my ex-wife, right?
First
white
ex-wife?
Girl. No, the white girl.
Okay. What your mama say? That's what we want. So, go ahead.
Nah.
Keep going.
I honestly didn't see a relationship between her and I.
What did you see?
I seen a workout partner and a friend.
Okay.
That's who we were.
Okay.
For the first year and a half that we hung out, we were workout partners and we were friends.
Okay.
But when I met her, I was living in the gym. Right? I was living in the gym. I was couch hopping, and she would let me sleep on her couch.
Okay.
Right? So she held me down in that regard, and it was the beginning. Like, we built the foundation of my business together. Right? She quit her job to help me build my business.
Wow.
So she was a rider.
Gotcha.
And I was at war with a lot of Fat Brix's tendencies, right? I didn't want to be the guy, like I used to use people, back in the day.
Virgo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
All right, I don't claim that because it's not me anymore.
Yeah,
right?
gotcha. But they definitely got to use, so gotcha.
I used to use people, and I made a vow to myself that I wasn't going to be the type of person that I used to be anymore.
Okay.
So for where I was at that space, I was doing what I thought was right by marrying this woman who really was there for me when I needed someone, right? But the physical attraction wasn't really there at first for me, right? It wasn't even a physical thing, and I'm a very physical person.
Yeah.
Very, very physical.
Gotcha. So the physical attraction, was it because she was white?
I don't know if it was because she was white. I don't know. Like, I'm attracted to certain swag in
Okay.
people and in certain attitudes and certain,
Yeah, because even Fat Brix was like, he ain't want to date the fat girl. So what's
Nah,
up with
he didn't.
that?
He didn't. Nah,
Listen.
it's a preference. I'm
Yeah.
allowed to have a preference,
You're
right?
right, you
I'm not
are.
talking crap about fat women. Like
Yeah.
that's somebody loved them.
Yeah.
I just was never.
He
into
just
them.
don't.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I don't have anything against. Come on,
Yeah.
don't do that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like
They're
that,
gonna be
Tisha.
like, we banning
Yeah.
Fat Brix.
Nah, yeah.
No Brix.
Don't do me.
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
it's a
but yeah.
preference, right?
Gotcha.
It's just a preference.
Yeah,
That's all.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I think all women are beautiful.
Gotcha.
Truly. And it's more about the heart and the mind of a woman for sure.
Gotcha.
But if we're just talking about sexual preference, I think it's okay for me to have a preference.
It's okay.
Right?
It's okay. Ain't nothing wrong
Right.
with that.
Thank
I'm
you,
just
Tisha.
messing around with you.
Okay.
So 1 year and you all decide you are gonna part ways.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I felt like that relationship was supposed to be a best friendship.
Huh.
And that's exactly what it is today. And a partnership.
Got you. So on your vlog, you said
Yeah, but okay.
on your vlog you said that y'all got a divorce because you didn't want more kids.
That was a part of it.
Yeah.
It was 100% a part of it.
Okay.
100%.
What made you change your mind?
I realized that was something that subconsciously I was doing because I was agreeing to, because I felt like I owed her that.
And I'm glad you said that because we just got a comment that said married out of obligations.
Okay.
And that's kind of true.
Yeah.
That's kind of true. That's
You
how
felt
I felt.
like you kind of owed
I kind of
her.
owed her.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not the grounds to make those sort of life decisions on.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my learning experience with that, for sure. I
Gotcha.
learned. But at the time, and I don't regret it.
Yeah.
At the time, I was doing what I felt was the right thing to do.
Gotcha.
Right. So I learned a lot, and yeah.
I mean, I had a my last relationship was very similar to that. Wasn't my type, but I just thought he had a very brilliant mind, and I was just like, okay, I might can see myself, possibly, maybe. So we'll try. And he was great, but it just got to a point where I was just like, I don't think I want to go any further anymore. At first, I did see something, but then it was just kind of like I no longer saw it anymore. I didn't see the family. I didn't see him being my husband. I didn't see the vision anymore. And when we initially got together, the first thing he was like, if this does not work out romantically, could we continue forward as friends? And I had to put the mirror to his face. I was like, remember you told me, like, if we didn't work out romantically, you would want to be my friend? Well, I just want to be your friend. Like, I don't want to go forward.
You hit him with the reverse chicken wing.
Yeah, I mean,
reversed
but that's
that
what
joint.
he told me. And he always told me, too, always hold guys accountable. He said, I don't care if it's me, if it's another guy, always hold him accountable. And I held him accountable to his word.
Yeah.
Because you told me.
And he had to respect that.
Ooh.
That can't be good.
Did we miss something? Hello, mic check 1 2 1 2. Perfect. That's what happened when you're doing a podcast. Ain't no edits over here.
Let's go.
We keep it rolling.
Let's go.
So yeah, we now I can say him and I aren't friends. He just realized he couldn't be my friend. He would just rather have been my lover.
Yeah.
But I felt like he kind of used
You
that.
put that
to kind
sauce
of,
on him.
I mean.
Yeah.
I mean.
You put it on him. You did.
But he was just like but we do check in every now and then.
Okay.
Like literally, hey, how's it going? Facebook showed me a memory. How you doing?
I know that
Do
vibe.
you remember this and all that stuff? Yeah,
know the
how's your
vibe.
mom? How's your mom?
Yeah.
Great and all that stuff. And that's it. It's never anything more than that. So I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like you change your mind about
I
things.
did. I mean, and people may call it selfish, right?
So
But
you don't want no more kids.
no.
Never mind on that little blind
Yeah,
date
good.
that I was going to set you up with.
Let's be very clear about that.
Yeah.
No
Why
mas.
not?
I'm just so obsessed with my business. I'm so obsessed with my mission.
Your
in
business
life.
is your baby.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
how I felt about my podcast. When I first, I literally felt like if I ain't give birth to nothing, I gave birth to this. So I get it.
Yeah, so, and it just wouldn't be fair to a woman or to a child because they would only probably get 20% of me.
You really think so? So you feel like you don't know balance?
that's balance for me.
Balance. So you prefer, so the children that you already have in your business, that's what you rather focus on.
Yeah, because they're at the age now, a few years, they're going to be grown.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't want to start over.
No.
How old are your children?
They're 14 and 12.
Oh, yeah. They almost out
Exactly.
out the door.
Exactly.
Give them the boot.
Yeah, facts.
We're good. We don't
Facts.
want no more.
Exactly.
Yes. Any more comments, Brittany?
No, I'm actually good.
Okay. Wait, y'all ain't got nothing to say last time. Yeah, okay. We listening. That's right. That's right. So now, as far as where's business for you now? You said you started in 2015?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where's business now?
Business is booming.
Okay.
Business is booming. I have an online coaching business. I sell programs. I also have an accountability group.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Because we always need that accountability partner.
Yes, that accountability group, which I'm thinking is the primary. This is the product. This is the service, I should say, that I feel like most people need.
Okay.
And it's in most people's price range as well, right? Because the online coaching can get a little pricey. But with this online accountability group, you get the guidance, you get the nutrition, you get a community of people, which is so key. So key. You get a community of people to hold you accountable, to support you, to cheer you on.
Okay.
And,
is this something that is free, that's offered to
No.
people, or they have to sign up for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, BrixFitnessInsiders.com
Okay.
is where you get the information about that, and it's my baby right now.
Okay.
You know, I've been blessed with the opportunity to kind of cultivate a family.
Okay.
And there's people in these groups who are hanging out together, who are friends now. They're exchanging text messages and they're really supporting each other. And I just feel really blessed to be a part of bringing people together like this.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. So you're a content creator. How long have you been creating content and growing your actual brand?
So it's been about 3 years, 3 or 4 years. Yeah,
Okay.
something around there. Yeah, 3 or 4 years.
Gotcha.
July 2016, 15, 17, somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know. Somewhere around there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's when I started YouTube. I've always been into social media because I was a music artist
Okay.
back in the day. So I kind of always had a social media presence. I've always been social media savvy. But the YouTube thing started 3 or 4 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw your I saw him with your blogs, and I was like, 3 years ago, he been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
Like 60,000,
600,000
followers.
Yeah, don't get that
on-
twisted.
My bad. My bad. So, yeah.
And speaking about getting it twisted, so I was waiting for timing. I know your mom had a question. I was waiting for you to get into it.
That's why I was like, we got a question, because I knew she was coming through.
Yeah, she
What
did.
my mama say?
Look, tell your mama it's all about transition for me. I was going to bring it up just at the time you asked. But your mom wants to know, how much does it cost for a personal trainer? Not your mom. Her
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Mama, really?
Not your mom. How much does personal training services cost?
My online coaching packages, they start at $99 a month, and they go up to $349 per month. Yeah.
Gotcha. So I'm just saying, anybody that comes through, this is for my ladies, usually have a little something for me. So I'm just kidding.
Okay. What?
I mean, a trainer, a fitness section,
Right, so
or something.
as
do you
long as
just
we
want
can-
me to say it?
Hold on.
Do you want me to say it?
As long as we can film it for the vlog,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I will give you 3 personal training sessions.
On
Ow!
his Instagram today. I was going to call you on
Yeah.
because you asked for email address. When I saw it, I put mine in.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah. So as long
Let's
as we
do
can,
it.
as long as we can make content.
All this content is great for.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Yes. So next month, this is for my ladies turns 2 years old. I am going on tour. I'm going to DC, New Jersey, New York. Coming back to record my podcast, going to Charlotte, and then going to Atlanta. And pretty much I am collaborating with other podcasters, accountability, creating that tribe,
Yes, yes, that's important.
bringing it together and all that stuff, and, cross collaboration, cross promotion, and all that stuff or whatever.
Good
so,
stuff.
Yeah.
I have a podcast as well.
Yes, get money.
Get well, get money.
Get
Yes.
well, get money. Absolutely.
yes.
I'm going to have to come through.
No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt. We definitely got to do that.
Yes,
For sure.
absolutely. So just tell people where they can find you if they want to get into the personal training, get into the accountability and all that stuff. So
Well,
speak right there.
BrixFitness.com is where you can find everything. Brix Fitness, BRIX Fitness on all social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You name it, I'm there at Brix Fitness. All the information you need is on BrixFitness.com, though. So, yeah, all my accountability, my coaching, my meal plans, my training programs, everything is right there at BrixFitness.com. Do yourself a favor. Make that investment into yourself.
That's how you do. Make that investment into
Yes,
yourself.
it's
and
an
it
investment.
isn't about investing in yourself.
It
I mean,
is.
because health is wealth.
It is.
We already know what time it is. It's just like the better that we feel, the more we're able to show up more in business, in life, in our relationships, and all that stuff or whatever.
Exactly.
So, yes.
This is for Brix. So, how does a person start a weight loss journey when they love to eat and cook?
You can still love to eat and cook, but you just have to make a shift on what you're eating and what you're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the thing that made weight loss a lot easier for me is learning that you can still enjoy food while eating to lose weight.
Yeah.
And I think that's key.
And I saw you did intermittent fasting.
Yes.
And I started that back in January, and because I lost like 20-something pounds.
Congrats.
I was pushing, and I'm small. I'm 5'1.5", and
Yeah.
I was literally like pushing 155 pounds. And it was getting to a point where I was extremely uncomfortable.
Well, I seen your pictures on Instagram this
Yeah.
weekend. You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I seen you. Snatched. Oh,
Thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it.
No, I see you.
Because I had like almost 3,000 pictures that I had to get down to like 700 something because I was all over the place. All over the place. And that's why I got Brittany to help me out. Because clearly I'm all over the place. But yeah, so intermittent fasting, you talked about that on one of your blogs and all that stuff. So you said shifting what you cook, shifting what you eat.
Yeah.
Portion sizes.
Big, major key.
Yeah.
Major key.
Yes.
And just understanding how calories work in general. Because that was a big thing for me. I had no clue. I was putting on so much weight because I didn't know I was eating 7,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
You know? So
Going to cookout, eating.
yeah, facts. That's a fact. I would
Eating
listen, I remember when the first cookout opened in Newport News. I had never been to
Everybody
Newport
was
News
going all the way
before
out
that
to
joint
Newport
opened.
News.
I was driving 40 minutes
Yeah.
to Newport News to
Yes.
eat some cookout.
Yes, and that's what people were doing.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm driving
You
over to
remember.
Newport News to go to... I mean, I never did that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, I was
You ain't get to 155 not going to
I
cookout.
waited until they opened up on Military Highway, and then the first week, I got into a fight at the cookout.
Oh, my God.
I know. My sister was like, I knew it was you. She was like, I'm just pushing through the crowd because I knew it was you. But that's a different story, y'all. I told you.
That's a different you, too, right?
Very different.
Okay,
Very, very different. But I'm
Ain't
like
growth
you.
amazing?
It's so amazing.
It's amazing.
Growth is amazing. But
Oh,
I was
gosh.
just like you. I didn't tolerate disrespect. And she
Yeah.
literally disrespect. She picked up my food and tried to move it.
Mm.
And she was like Middle Eastern and everything. But that's a different story, y'all. Like, we'll talk about
Yeah.
that later. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so eating to live and all that
Yeah.
good stuff. So keto versus plant-based.
Okay. So I tried keto. It's a very great diet on paper.
Mm-hmm.
It's very effective, but it is not you can't live on keto. It's
Okay.
a very small population of people who can actually stick to keto long term.
Okay.
Now, plant-based, that's also kind of extreme for people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you got to understand, it's been 7 years that I've been working on improving my relationship with food.
Mm-hmm.
So had I done that in the first 2 or 3 years, it would have never stuck.
Yeah.
So it was just like a natural progression for me to eventually get to the place where I'm eating a plant-based diet. But again, like I
Is
said,
that where you are now,
Yeah.
plant-based?
yeah, so I'm about
Okay.
85% plant-based.
Okay.
But I don't
What's something that you feel like you cannot give up?
eggs.
Okay. Okay.
I was just in the car eating boiled eggs.
Okay.
I can't. And my production assistant was making fun of me
Because it smell rotten.
yeah, I just eat
Yeah.
eggs.
I'm cheese.
Oh yeah, cheese.
And I
transitioned to the plant-based cheese.
no, I'm not.
You gotta get the right one. You gotta get the right one.
Okay, tell me what's the right one because I'm not even about to even say.
But see, here's the thing.
I'm not even about to say it. I'm not even.
It's not. It's rubbery. What? It don't melt.
So about the semen. You said that you have not ejaculated in 30 days.
43 days now.
43 days now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just kind of feel like I can't. Vegan cheese.
What? I don't get the connection
That's
here.
fine. So on your vlog.
Lauren does. Lauren got the connection.
On your vlog, you said that. You say it's been 46 days.
It's about So May the 7th was the last time that I ejaculated.
That's my best friend's birthday that I was gonna try to hook you up with, but you don't want no more kids.
No, I don't.
Dang, Jalise, I was gonna try to get you.
It depends on what she look like though.
Fine, and she works out.
I may give her a baby.
She works out. Ah!
I mean, if she fine like that,
she's fine.
I mean, I don't know.
She works out.
I may have to reconsider.
She's into fitness and all that stuff. She does have a son.
Okay, that's great. I love the kids. Yeah. Love the kids. Brix love the kids.
Right now. But anyway, I call her when I leave from here. Sorry, Lise. I mean, we're already there.
Let's carry on.
You know what? So listen, I was talking about doing like a dating show on my Instagram live, like maybe like a speed date, blind date, and all that stuff. I talked about it, so maybe we could start with that. That might be a little something coming for you.
That sounds like fun.
What you think? Yeah, it does sound like fun, right? Yeah. And then you got people checking in and all that stuff. So maybe we could see about that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. It's done. Okay, Lise, are you here? Drop a comment if you hit. Drop them hard eyes. Yeah. But anyway, so yes, awesome, perfect. I lost my train of thought. I'm just
we were talking about the semen retention thing.
So the what?
Semen retention.
The semen retention.
Yes.
So you said May 7th.
That was the last time that
ejaculated.
Yeah.
Okay, but you said that you have sex and you don't come.
Yeah, absolutely.
What type of pleasure is it?
Oh, it's a lot of pleasure.
Okay.
I get pleasure in watching her do it over and over and over again. That's where I get pleasure.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. So what does it do for you?
It boosts my ego.
Okay.
And it also, like, I'm a pleaser. Like,
okay.
And then I haven't gotten it down yet, but there's a technique that you can have an orgasm without ejaculating.
Okay, that's probably one of them Kama Sutra things.
Yeah. So
y'all remember back in the day, everybody used to have a Kama Sutra book try.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay.
No, it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
So the orgasm shoots up your spine.
Okay.
Instead of out of your junk.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a body orgasm, and it's way more intense. Allegedly, I haven't been able to experience it. I tried it, but I haven't got the technique down yet.
Huh.
Yeah.
I want to try that.
Yeah.
You know with who too, if you're listening. You know who you are. I'm calling you right out there. We gonna talk about it. But anyway, so now what? How long you trying to go? 100 days?
90 days.
90 days.
90 days is my goal.
After 90 days, then what?
Jalise. Nah, I mean, like, I like how my focus is better. I'm just a different person when I'm not worried about ejaculating.
Okay.
And I'm not jerking off and I'm not doing all this wild shit.
Yeah, I saw on one of your vlogs when you was just like, as far as not paying women the attention, it's just like you just a magnet. They come at you.
Yes.
They no matter what. You got your mask on.
Yeah.
They just throwing it at you. You know?
Yeah, it's just the energy is different. You know, and I guess women can pick up on that.
Yeah, they know when you don't want it. I mean, because I'm not gonna lie, like back in the day, like maybe couple months ago, 3, 4, 5 months ago, I was interested in somebody and he was focused on his business, like super duper focused. And I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Is he gay? Like, I mean, really? But no, he was
women
just
can be
really,
a distraction.
He was
for
just
men.
really focused. Yeah. I mean, Are you down to be a distraction, baby? But don't distract me, okay? Do you? Listen, Kalani, all right? You know that song, don't you?
I love Kalani.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kalani is the bomb. That's my girl.
That's so crazy. That's me and Quinn's song.
For real.
That came out like when we first started.
Yeah. Okay. All right now. But anyway, so I get it. I definitely understand, just the importance of just focusing
Being
on work
focused.
and all that stuff or
Yeah.
whatever, so you don't have those distractions because you're building something.
I am.
And it's very, very important when you are building something that some of those distractions, alcohol, sex, partying, spending money, those can be huge distractions that can get you off
100%.
your track.
Yep.
So what are some things that like how do you start your morning off? What are some advice that you have for people as far as, maybe trying to stick to a diet, stick to working out? What's just some of Brix's advice
All right, so
for people?
as far as my morning routine, because I'm a big advocate for routine in general.
Okay.
Morning routines especially, it's very important because that's how you start your day. That's the momentum that you create for your day. So I always start off with 20 minutes of meditation.
Okay.
I meditate every morning.
Now, when because some people really, you say meditate. Some people don't know, like, are you in Are you just in complete silence? Are you laying down? Are you, like, explain?
So I've been meditating now for 4 years.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like an advanced meditator. So I have like a meditation cushion, and I have like I'm experimenting with Buddhist practices and stuff like that, right? But that's not required to effectively meditate. So I don't want to put that out there. Like, you need to sit cross-legged. And, like, no, just
try to levitate.
Nah. You just got to spend some time with yourself and focus on your breath.
Okay.
Right. I suggest people listening to a white noise track on YouTube, right? Just a white noise track. And whenever your mind wanders to whatever thoughts, just bring it back to the white noise. And just do that for 5-10 minutes, a day. Like, you don't have to complicate. That was a big issue for me when I first started my meditation journey. I had these expectations for what it's supposed to look like or what it's supposed to feel like. And that was all wrong, right? So that didn't serve me with that. So yeah, just spend some time with yourself and your thoughts, and it helps to sharpen your awareness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So routine.
You
start off with
So I start off with meditation.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Okay.
And then Lauren knows my schedule. She helped me create my schedule. All right. So, and then I read, right? So a part of my rituals in the morning is meditation. I burn sage in my house. And then I read for an hour and a half. And then I check my email.
What are you currently reading right now?
I am reading right now. It's a James Patterson. James, what's his name?
Patterson?
Patterson, yeah.
Okay.
Book. It's called Living Country or something like that. I usually read one fictional book at a time.
Okay.
One nonfiction, like personal development type book, and then one that's like about my profession. Like, okay. So right now that's the fiction book. Oh, I'm also reading What Doesn't Kill You Make You Blacker, I think it's called, by Damon. I forgot the name of the author.
Okay.
Right. Great book. And I'm reading it's a Buddhist book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. With meditation.
Meditation.
Okay. Yeah. So currently, y'all, if you do not have it already, 50 Cents, Work Harder, Work Smarter, bomb.
50 is one of my heroes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He a beast.
He's a cancer. I keep telling y'all, 50 Cent is your POTUS. Look, wait. Yeah, POTUS, and I'm your FLOTUS. The cancers. Okay. But yeah, so definitely check that out because it's really good.
I'll get that.
I did find a typo on like page 6 into it.
Turn off?
I was like, it's too early in a book to have a typo like this. Like, your editor was not paying attention, 50. But anyway, so yeah, okay. So meditation, read, check emails,
and then I do my top 3 tasks for the day, and then I execute.
Okay.
Yeah, I work out in the afternoon.
So what was your top 3 tasks today?
So today I had to rearrange some playlists on my channel.
Okay. I
had to. What else did I have to do, Lauren? I don't know. It's today. I don't remember, to be honest. Yeah. My book of the month. I did some. I have a podcast interview with one of my heroes, right? Somebody who changed my life.
Can you say?
Yeah, his name is Soul Immortal on YouTube.
Okay.
Right.
Is it alive, like, or is it in person?
No, I just record. I record on Zoom.
Okay.
And then I post it. I post my podcast episodes every Thursday. So I did some research for the podcast. Put my questions together and that sort of thing. And then I also was doing some training with my production assistant today.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds like a great day.
It was very
Gotcha.
productive.
Very, very productive. So being a black man, like, and we're going to wrap this up very shortly, but I do have to ask, being a black man, living in America, having a black son,
Yes.
how do you feel?
Whew. That can be an entire podcast episode in itself.
Maybe we'll have to do to get money.
For sure. Yeah, we could talk about it on that.
Part 2.
So here's the thing. I'm choosing to have an optimistic viewpoint on everything, right? I feel like there's a shift happening in the world. I think in order to rebuild a society, you have to tear it down. And I think we are in the stages of tearing shit down. I think Trump and that whole administration was manifested by the collective consciousness of America to tear this bitch down so that we can start the rebuilding process.
Okay.
So, again, I'm a very optimistic person. I always try to find the silver lining in things. And I can feel the shift. I'm a very intuitive person.
Yes.
I can feel a shift happening. We have a lot of work to do still, but I feel the shift happening. So I try, because I'm also an empath. And when the world is in mourning, I usually feel that shit. Yeah. So I have to do my best to counterbalance that by controlling my perspective on things. Okay. Right. And it serves me because I'm no good if I am feeling if I'm feeling sad, if I'm like,
is the cup half empty or half
it's
full?
It has to be half full for me, because then I'm no good. Then I can't serve my mission. Right. And if I'm trying to help make black men healthy, right? Because and this is something I want to talk about on the podcast, if we talk about Black Lives Matter, right? We need to eat better.
Come on.
Let's talk about it.
Right.
So, we need to do better about that.
So, pretty much, and it was a comment, a post on the Shade Room. It was about the rap snacks guy being black and all that stuff or whatever. And I made a comment, and I was like, okay, so let's just hold him accountable, since this is what we're choosing. We're choosing to support black people. Is he making sure that the ingredients in the recipe doesn't combine filth in it?
Let's talk about it.
Let's hold people accountable for this, because don't market to us and you still trying to kill us like they are. So, so that's very, very important. So if Black Lives Matter, it does start with, what are we eating? Are we making sure that we're healthy? Are we exercising, working out our minds, reading, and, just, holding ourselves accountable, checking ourselves before we wreck ourselves. Facts. Literally. So, absolutely.
So that's my perspective on that. I try to maintain a positive outlook on things despite what it looks like. Okay. I just think there's a lot of good happening still.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I would definitely agree with you to try to just look at it from, a very, very optimistic point of view. I know that a lot of people that I know, like, as far as supporting more black businesses, a lot of black businesses are really thriving currently. For sure. And I do feel like it does have a lot to do with what's currently going on in the world, and people just waking up a little bit more.
For sure.
So,
and I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So just let the people know where they can find you if they want to reach out to you. Yeah. Personal coaching, accountability, meal plans. So just let them know.
Again, BrixFitness.com is where you can find me. Brix Fitness on all social media platforms. Brix with an X, Brix Fitness on all platforms. BrixFitness.com.
Perfect. And y'all already know what time it is. It's Tisha the Diva. Y'all can follow me everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Tisha the Diva on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This is for my ladies podcast on Instagram and on Facebook. Okay. Again, make sure you all subscribe to This Is For My Ladies. Make sure you all support This Is For My Ladies. Again, it's just $9.99 a month. And if that's a little bit too much for you big baller shot callers, y'all can do $4.99 too. But y'all can do $9.99. Y'all keep giving Planet Fitness y'all $10.99, $11.99, $21.99. You don't even go to the gym. Stop playing with me. Because I keep telling y'all, as soon as I blow up, y'all already know I'm going to be Hollywood. I don't know you. Don't play with me. But anyway, you all, Brix, it was definitely a pleasure. We'll definitely have to have you back. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. All that great stuff or whatever. So y'all already know what time it is. Brix Fitness. Tisha for my diva. Tisha is for the divas, okay? But this is for my ladies. I'm Tisha the Diva, and I'm out.